Hello and welcome to Modern Toy Fair Reviews. Today I'm taking a look at the Mcfarlane DC Universe Batman White Knight BatCycle. Now obviously this does come with a little trading card, and then usually I do show off the box. I will say I'm not doing that this time, and I'm not going to show off the little trading card just because that's not what you're here for. But make sure to like and subscribe for more weekly reviews and other toy related content. But that's enough chitter chatter. Let's go ahead and get at her. Alright, let's take a look at how it turned out. So first thing you're going to notice is all of the inner workings there with the engine and all of the parts. Has a nice wash on it. You can kind of see in there. Once you look a little closer though, where it connects to just the plain gray silverish parts, it is a little sloppy, which is kind of disappointing, but I mean for $25 figure vehicle, I'm not too concerned. You have these massive exhausts, you've got the foot pegs, you pull it back over here, you've got the handlebars, you've got a control panel, gas cap, everything going down to the seat, and then you've got all of the stuff on the other side, which is pretty much the same, almost identical. Going back to the wheel, this little piece that connects has all these little molds inside, and then the wheels, it's kind of rubbery, but it's still almost like a hard plastic. It definitely feels like it's hollow. And then the wheel does have quite a bit of detail in its sculpt as well. With the tread, obviously it moves. And if you move towards the front, you've got the smaller wheel, and then all the panels on the side. I do hate that the screw holes are on both sides, visible. It's a little ridiculous. But this does pop out, extending it just like in the comics, which is really cool. And one thing they didn't show us in the promotional pictures is once you slide them out, you can actually pop the panels outward. So now it's flush. There's not that kind of, in and out panel look to it, which is really nice. I'm glad that they added that. I don't know if maybe I just looked at the original pictures wrong, but yeah, I thought that was going to drive me crazy, but it's a real nice feature. So then you got these cannons on the front, you've got the little wheel with the tread, and then on the inside, you can see the kind of suspension work for the rest of the bike. So overall, really happy with how this turned out. Now for the part that you're really here for, and that is to see how it scales with different figures. So first, obviously, it was made for the 7-inch DC Multiverse White Knight figure. Now, I will suggest, it's moving around there we go, that you pose him the way you want him before you put it on, just because trying to maneuver his legs with those exhausts there, it's annoying. Also, he has a closed fist on the other hand, so I kind of see now why suddenly we're getting a 2-pack with him and Azrael with those swords, is because we need one that can hold on to the handlebars on both sides. So, I'm not sure how that's going to, end up. Hopefully they're removable. But there he is. I can see scales absolutely perfectly with him. He looks great on it. I'm super excited to have that displayed on my shelf. But more importantly is, how does it scale with figures that aren't 7 inches? So I have the Mezco Sovereign Knight. Let me grab him here. There we go. So he is closer to a 6-inch scale, and I'm going to get him all kind of positioned and ready to go just to make this a little easier. Put his cape on the other side there, and get those feet on the pegs, the hands on the handlebars, get the head tilted a little bit. There we go. So honestly, I think this looks great. I mean, it's not perfect, but I mean, if you want your Batman to have a big, bulky BatCycle, this looks fantastic. And then even if you kind of put the wheel back in there, still looks great, still scales great in my opinion. So I'm excited. I'm definitely going to have to get a second one now, so I can have one for my Mezco Batman and one for my Mcfarlane Batman. And even if you kind of maneuver him here a little bit, have him kind of leaning like he is parked, just kind of casually watching, get him to, let's get that foot peg, there we go. See, even there, it looks like it's meant for this style of figure. Okay, so overall, I absolutely love how this turned out. I love how it scales with other figures. I think it was a great idea for Todd to start making the BatCycles. I mean, I did get the death metal one, which obviously is very specific to that character, but this version of the BatCycle is really cool. It's one of my favorite incarnations of it, so I'm really glad to be able to have it and that it doesn't just scale with the 7-inch figures. I will say I'll probably get a second one to send off to get painted and kind of spruced up a little bit, because the paint job on this isn't bad at all for a retail, level figure vehicle. It's great. I want some weathering. I want to spruce it up a bit, and that's not something I can do on my own. But that's going to be it for this week's video. Please make sure to like and subscribe for more weekly reviews and other toy-related content. Here in September, we do have Toy Therapy that will be showing up on the channel, where me, Jamar, and Nate will go through and interview different people who are collectors within the toy community and kind of find out what makes them tick, along with the Modern Toy Fair podcast, where me, Nate, and Jamar just get together every other week and kind of chat, catch up, talk about some toy-related stuff, and then send you on your merry way. So make sure to check back for that. Also, find us on the social medias. We have Twitter at Modern Toy Fair. We have Instagram at Modern Toy Fair as well. And then you can even find us over on Reddit. Just look for Modern Toy Fair. And of course, I could never forget, make sure to check us out live every week, Wednesday night, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, on twitch.tv/Modern Toy Fair to check out our weekly purchases every week. But hopefully we will see you next week. Same toy time, same Toy Fair channel. Thank you for watching.